Hello, this is James Lopez, and this video is going to be about a Python program to be able to manage your Gmail account. These are going to be uh, copies that have been updated to work on Gmail. I originally created them to manage my Outlook, and I have all my email accounts in Outlook. I got three Outlook emails in the Gmail. Well, anyway, I was gonna do this anyway, and it's like I said, straightforward. Just change the path. Some minor updates, but nothing real major. So let's go to it. So here is the import statements. I usually just leave them like that. I don't even jack with them sometimes. You might find that some of these modules don't are not needed. You take them out if you want. I just leave them in there. This is a date stamp that I use for all my files. That's right here. All my files always have a date stamp, and I use that on both just personal and production stuff that I work on. This is the path, setting up my variable. The path, the text files. You got the, the text file and the CVS. Some people don't have Excel, so that's why I got the text file. And the CVS is a lot easier to work with when you get these email listing. What this program does. It's a lot easier. You can do a double sort, single sort. The text files, it's all linear. So this is the full path for the text file on the CVS. What I'm doing here is with the W command, it'll create it if it doesn't create, and it'll truncate it if it does. Then I'll open it and close it. Then right here, I open up to write to append, to write to it. This is my email connection right here. Now, what you got here is your Gmail account here, and then your password. Now, you might have problems with your password, like I did when I was trying to write this to hit my Gmail from my Windows operating system. It gave me an error, and so I had to authorize build a profile for the Python, and it gives you an encrypted code. So whatever the code it gives, you just put it right there. That's what I use. I don't use my actual password. Only time I use that if I open it manually, but if I run the program, I have to use that. It's automatically created encrypted password, so you can access it remotely from Python program. So there's quite a bit of information on that on the web. You can pick it up. It's there. It's real simple. Just follow the process. It gives you the encrypted code. You're good. So this is the part right here. After you get past, this right here, this piece right here, starting from there to there. It's a dictionary that creates the unique email with the number of times you get that email. So here, it'll get a sender, a new sender, then it increment it as long as the sender is the same, and it'll add to it. So it's like it gets one email, two email, three email, four, whatever. Then it jumps down. Oh, it's a new sender. So if sender in D, if it's not in D, in other words, if the sender is not in D, if it's already in there, it increments it. If it's not, it'll go down here and add it. And once it's in there, it'll keep going. It'll keep track of it internally. So, and then what happens after you do that, it ends, and then I sort it. I sort it by email name. Then what I do is I take that dictionary, because it's in memory, and I write it to a text file. And I'll show you. So what that text file looks like is this. This is actually the CVS. The text file is the same. It'll have a comma. But you can see, this is what it produces. This is what that second part produces. It's this. So I got 129 unique emails, and you can see the amount of emails for each one. The biggest one being 183. This is the output. In other words, what it writes. I have it writing. So you can see it just writes it. And that's when I was doing something else. It had nothing to do with this right here because it ran. Yeah. And what you do with this is once you create this, off of the program, right? You'll be able to use that file, that CVS file in the text file, to create two text files that I use in my main delete program, which is going to be part of this. This is just setting it up. This is the first thing I do. This is like step one. So from this, there's a couple other things I do, but the end result is a Python program that goes in there, and I have 4 conditions. The first condition is similar to what I do with my Outlook. If you look at my other videos, first condition, if you don't have a return email, it deletes it automatically. I don't know how I got them, but I did, and I don't get any more, but I did at one time. And so you got to delete those first, because what happened was I tried to run it through the program and it bombed, and I looked at that and I'm saying, okay, yeah, I found out the one that did it, and it didn't have a return. So what I do, if it's blank, delete it. The second condition is these are the emails I want to keep forever. Don't delete them. I handle those manually from time to time. I keep them in there, and those things I don't get rid of unless I really have to. Sometimes I just put them in a different folder. Third condition is keep them for only 30 days and delete them. So I got the date and timestamp on it. I don't use the timestamp, it's just the date. So it's the date stamp. So I take that and I use that to manage that file, that if statement. Then the last if statement, if it's none of to keep for 30 days, just delete them. So anyway, this program is the first program that I use to create it. And real straightforward. It does exactly what I wanted to do. And then I close the files here. So see how it writes it to the text file, writes it to the CVS file. So it's real simple. If you have any questions, put some comments. Ask me some questions if you have any. Other than that, you have a good day. Bye.